Right now, let's call our big boss, Dr. John, on board. Welcome, sir.
All right, everyone. Good afternoon once again. Thank you, Madam Azizat, for not trusting me, not trusting my email. You've used me to finish your session. No, no problem. When I will use your ATM card for my session, you understand why. Thank you for that beautiful session. Uh,
Dr. John, it's not what you think. That is all.
what am I thinking?
Just like the principle of zero trust
What
and
am I
always
thinking? They
verify.
don't trust me. No problem.
You taught me that. It taught me the principle of zero trust
I
and
thought
always
the
verify.
principal said that you're not using it on me. It's okay, no problem. Till I get your ATM card, then we can continue talking. Okay, everyone. So this is probably going to be the most um, technical part of this master class. So are you ready to sit up and fasten your seat belt? Okay, okay, I think I have to share my screen. Please, if you are with me, just say yes, yes, yes on the chat box. That's the way I am always happy if I can get feedback from you. Okay, I've seen one yes. Okay, 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 okay. That looks good. So let me share my screen. Okay, the screen is shared. Just to bring it this. Is it? Please confirm if you can see my screen.
We can't see your screen yet.
Okay. It should pop up in a few minutes.
Yes, we can see it now.
Okay, so I have about 16 laps that we are going to run. Let me just confirm with you. Is your Kali live now? The update and upgrade, are you good to go? Just say yes on the chat box. Shamila, you're not sure. You're not sure if your Kali working. No problem.
It
Okay.
was still bringing out the same thing it was bringing before.
All right. We'll see how to run about that. Nobody has Kali running. This Kali has a problem. It's always giving people problem. Okay, while that is trying to come up, I know as for some of you it is in progress, but let's see how we can move on from there. We can do some other stuff with that Kali, really. So prerequisites, you need to have Windows 10, Windows 11, PC or VM. So if you have Windows 10 or 11 as your host or your virtual machine, that's okay. And then you should have administrative access to your PC because we need to run some stuff like PowerShell on the with admin rights. And then you should have access to internet, which you already have, and then you should have your browser, which you already have. So for the prerequisites, I know you are good to go. So can I fire on, or should I give you some time?
No, Sam.
I should move on or hold on.
It's not working.
It's still bringing out the same thing it was bringing out before.
If the sibling are the same thing, no problem. Just leave it first. I would do most of the things I want to do with the Windows. So maybe I'll just a little bit of Kali, and then when your Kali is working, then you can continue.
Okay,
So
sir.
can I move on?
Yes, sir.
All right. So lab one, we are going to examine threat landscape across the world. And the objective of this lab is to examine state actors or state threats across the world. So I said in the beginning that of my first session that attacks happen across the world every day. So as a cybersecurity threat analyst, you might be expected to give a report of the number of threats that have entered Nigeria today, or that have entered US, or that have gone out of Nigeria to Ghana today. So you might be expected to give that report. And there is no magic. There was a time, I think it was during the election of the national election of 2023, when the Minister of is it a digital economy and what do they call that ministry? Professor Pantami reported that there were several attacks on the IRF portal. That's the portal used by INEC to collect results. And then he gave a number of attacks that had entered the server that very period. Now, that can be gotten live from the internet. So you might be expected to give that kind of report. So I've provided 3 links here. The first link is from Kaspersky, and the second link is from Checkpoint, and then we have one from Radware. So let's check out the one from Kaspersky. Okay, so that you can check along with me, let me drop the link. I think that will be fine.
Yep.
So you can also click on the link to check up what I'm checking, so that when I talk, you can agree or disagree with me. So it's pasted. So can we go now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm checking this out. I guess you can see my screen. You can see the map loading. So those arrows you see in different colors, blue, red, amber, yellow, all of those things you see are actually threats that are moving from one country to the other. So it might not be easy for us to know which country until we begin to place our mouse over, or we click on it, or I'll actually narrow it down so that you see which country social threat is coming from. So if you can see on the left hand side, you see Sierra Leone. You see the number of threats in real time. You can see 247 most attacked country in the world. You see them listed here. And these are the number types of attacks by this country. Please, can you mute yourself?
One other thing, the award we are doing
Please mute
is
yourself so you don't distract us.
yes.
Sorry, sir.
Okay, so you look at the number of threats here. You can see OAS, which is open access scan. You can see about 5,000 of them. It has reached to 39. You can see ODS. You can see vulnerability. You can see these are different attacks. All these arrows you see moving on the screen are actually attacks that are moving across the world in real time. So it is possible that someone is sitting in Nigeria and is attacking Ghana, or someone is in Ghana and is attacking Russia. Now, these are all those things you see are missiles, just like you send bombs or use snipers to kill. These are attacks that are being sent from one country to the other. If you scroll down here, you see the different countries. For instance, let's look for Nigeria. Let's see what happens in Nigeria right now. Do we have Nigeria here? I can't see. Okay, it's here. All right. So you can see the attacks in Nigeria, 58. Okay, you can see them now. For OAO, the open access scan, you have about 60,000, 65. You have the ODS, you have MAF, you have WAF, you have IDS, you have vulnerability scan, you have the bonnet activity detection, which is bad. Now you can see the number of these things in Nigeria in real time as we're speaking right now. These are things that are happening right now in the country. So showing you that a lot of things are happening in the country right away. Now let's look at the second one from Checkpoint. Let's see what sense we can make out of it. Please can check from your end. Let's see if you have something different. So you can, based on what you're seeing, you can actually make up your report to say that you have 50,000 botnet attack on Nigeria, for today. So you can take statistics of this for a whole week or for a whole month. Now look at these other charts. You see the arrows moving. You can see attacks are coming from United States to Spain, and also from United States to Sweden, and also from the US to Brazil. So US is not sleeping. So let's see more. You can see that Africa is safe. We don't have any attacks coming into Africa. We don't have anyone going out of Africa from this map as at this moment. Okay. So if you place your cursor closer, you see it will show the country. You can see Nigeria here. You see Cameroon. You see Chad. You see Niger. You see Mali. You see Algeria, Libya, Sudan, and the rest of them. You see the US is attacking Vietnam, attacking Japan, okay, and attacking itself. When you see the arrow coming back to itself, like what you see in Brazil here, it means that attackers are within Brazil and they're attacking the companies in Brazil. Okay, and you can see the colors here. If it is red, then it is a malware. If it is violet, then it is phishing attack. If it is yellow, then it is exploit. You can see most of them are exploit. You can see US has just launched a malware to this country. Which country is this? Cambodia. And you see the attacks being updated in real time to help you in making up your report. Now, if you look at the top right, you see the top targeted countries in the world. Ethiopia is leading, Nepal number 2, Indonesia number 3, then Nigeria is number 4, then Mongolia is number 5. These are the top countries in the world that are being attacked right now. Okay. The last one, the last link there from Radware. Let's see what it shows us. Are you also trying this out? Are you seeing what I'm saying? The whole idea of threat intelligence is for you to have intelligence about threats around in order to recommend ways for fixing, for blocking them, for detecting them. So you can see more arrows flying here. Now this one shows more of Africa, but you can see the attacks are actually, see one now coming from Nigeria. Nigeria is attacking which country? Can you imagine? Nigeria is attacking China. Can you imagine? It's funny because if they send any arrow to Nigeria, I doubt if they can actually withstand. You see the arrows flying. You see countries attacking themselves, and these are the attack types: web attackers, distributed denial of service attackers, intruders, scanners, and then we have the guys that are not to be known, anonymous guys. You can see all of these are happening in real life. This is a Radware live threat map happening in the world. Then if you look at the top right where you have the live server threat map, you see the top attackers. The attackers are residing in the United States, Germany, Netherlands, France, and United Kingdom. The countries attacked: Canada, US, Switzerland, Australia, and India. And you see the commonest types of attacks: TCP flood, DNS flood, low and slow attack, UDP flood, and the rest of them. And these are the top application violations: injections, access, and the rest of them. So you can see that a lot of things are happening in our world. Please, you may have to mute yourself. So when I beat your care, please be waiting for you to mute yourself.
I am muted.
Thank you.
I joined with if you answer. I'm
Thank you.
muted already.
Thank you. Okay, so let's go to lab 2 where we'll get our hands dirty. Are you ready to get your hands dirty? And the tool we are going to use is shutdown. On the top, on the right, you see the tool, the name is shutdown. Okay, so in lab 2, we are going to identify exposed devices running on Telnet or running Telnet. And the goal is to discover insecure Telnet services exposed to the internet. So if you are an administrator or you are a threat intelligence expert, you're working in a company, if they have any service or any device that is internet facing and is running on Telnet, Telnet is a protocol that we use to connect into a remote computer. So we are going to see how to make some sense out of that, how to gather intelligence about such stuff. So what you do is click on this link. Let me see if I can copy it for you. Is there any copy here? I'm not seeing copy.
You can't see the link. Oh, we are not even seeing uh
My
your screen.
my screen is being shared. Are you not seeing?
I'm not.
Okay, what you do is disconnect and reconnect because the screen is being shared. Others are seeing.
Okay. Oh, let me do that.
Yes, please.
Let me quickly do that. Out of the meeting and come back.
So we'll just take 2 minutes and wait for you. Okay, for those who are still online, did you see what I just posted? Okay, I've seen that from Bolowa. Who else has seen what I posted? Okay, Enoch has responded. All right. So go to this link, this showdown.io on your browser. It should open something like this for you. If you are here, let me know. Okay, waiting for Madam Ibijoke to come back. Okay, meanwhile, if you have been able to open this link, let me see. Just say yes. You should see something like this. Beautiful.
I'm here. Anything for me?
Okay, so just type port column 23. That's step 2. On this search bar and enter. You should see something that looks like this. Have you seen this? Error message. You mean what's the error message? Where you getting that? Drop it on the chat box. So I'll wait for you. We are starting from the simplest and begin to build up and gather momentum until we get to
Hello, sir.
some cool stuff. Yes, ma, go ahead, please.
Hello, sir. I'm just getting back. Oh.
Okay, very good. We've not gone far. So you can see the steps. Did you see the steps I pasted?
Okay, on the chats. No, I can't see. Okay. Go to showdown.
Yes.
Okay.
Please, okay. I didn't inform you this. The showdown you are going to should be on your Windows system, on the browser. Don't go to Kali. Because some of you are still having issues with Kali. Just on your Windows system. Open the browser and then visit this website. You shouldn't have any error. You should have this.
Yes, sir. I think I'm having an error.
What's the error?
It's saying
Please
log
log
in
in.
to use filters.
Please.
Okay, you have to create an account. You will have to create an account. But you can do without creating an account. Have you seen where to register an account?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just sign up. Let's go. You see, sign up now.
Search for port 2.
No, we are still on step 1, madam. As you're all open to this page.
Yes, I have opened the showdown.io.
Has it opened to this page you're seeing on my screen?
Yes, it's something like that.
Okay, just type on the search bar port column 23 and enter.
Okay. Yes, I've done that. Yes, it has brought up data 42,416,000.
Just hold on, let others meet up with you. I think you are fast.
How come?
Now it's okay. It's okay. It only means that I will add a bottle of Fanta to your coke.
Okay. Okay, 2 Coke and 1 Fanta. I'll bring a bag to collect them.
Yes, so no, you bring a
ASAP.
truck.
Where you last?
Okay, so are you on the same page with me? Can you see my screen?
Yes. I'm on the same page with you.
Okay, for those that are having errors,
The
I
total
think
I have is even more than your own.
fine. So you can see
My
that
total is 42 million.
you can see IP addresses here. Can you see IP addresses?
Yes.
Now, these are devices that are on the internet and they are running on port 23, which can be hacked. If the port 23 is actually open, it means an attacker can actually break into the system or break into the service. So as a threat intelligence expert, your duty is to check out for your company, for instance, whether they are listed here. If they are, for instance, now, let's say this company is Airlink SA, that should be in South Africa. So what I can do is, since I know that this my service that runs on this IP address is running on port 23, so I can copy this IP address to Nmap. Nmap is going to tell me whether the port is open or not. And if the port is open, it means an attacker can take advantage of that. I'm not sure I sent Nmap to you. I'm not sure. But I should check the drive. If it is not there, I can send that to you later after the session. So I'm going to test the IP on Nmap, the Windows version of Nmap, which is Nmap. Just for us to confirm whether this service can be exploited. We've seen one leg of the loophole that there is a service that runs on a particular port number, which is port 23, which can be exploited. You can see for this our system, you can see the company is Cow Media Corporation Embedded BFC Tennis Server. That is the server, a tennis server. And the warning is it allows access allowed by authorized users only. It means it is encrypted, really. Yeah, but then something can still happen. So let me see whether my Nmap is ready now. Nmap, where are you? Okay, so my Zenmap is here. My Zenmap is here. So I'm just going to post the IP address here. Paste. Let me delete all of this. So I'm going to scan. I can do intense scan, let's scan. So in the next few minutes, I should start seeing results. Central Africa Standard Time, because the company is in South Africa. Okay, so we can go through this scan to say that 157 scripts have been scanned. All right, and then you can see that the port, the ping scan was initiated at this time, and then the scanning has returned this appeared. It shows that there are 4 ports actually running on this same IP address. Okay, but then this host seems down. It means that we cannot access it remotely, so they are safe from attackers. Even though they are running port 23, but the port 23, this host seems down. It means maybe they have shut down the computer or the device that has this port number. That makes it impossible for attackers to gain advantage. But what if the hosts were on and the port number were open? It means an attacker can actually gain access to the computer or the device or the service and then exploit or do whatever thing. So in your report, you are going to state what you have discovered. What the little analysis we've done now, you are able to report that the service runs on this port is available, but the port is closed, even though there are 4 ports that are used on it. Yes, if Olo was asking, how do we get ZenMap? You can actually download ZenMap from the internet. It's free. And then if you're not, like I said before, after I've shared with you, if it is not in the drive that I sent to you, I will drop it there. You just pull it off from there. So that is for lab 1. So what we've done now is we went to this domain name, we searched for port 23, which is the port for Telnet, and then we saw the country, we saw the IP address and the device, and then we use Nmap to check. Now the implication is this: devices using Telnet may transit credentials in plain text. When credentials are being transmitted or are being shared, they are not supposed to be shared on plain text. They're supposed to be shared using ciphertext, which is a converted or encrypted text. So when that happens, it indicates poor security posture. So that is why it is important as a threat analyst to check those devices and make your reports, and then make recommendations for whoever is going to do the fixing for the company. So if you have any question, please drop here. I'll give you 2 minutes before I move to the next lab. If I'm too fast or too slow, please let me know. I'll give you some time.
Too fast.
Too fast, okay. Should I give you 2 minutes to repeat it, to try it out yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. On the
you use Nmap to do the scanning.
Yes.
When you copy the IP address and you scan it using Nmap.
Yes. It will show you whether the port is open or not. Now, if I didn't send Nmap to you, can quickly download it. It's free and it's easy.
I have it.
You have it. Okay.
So which country did you open to see
I
those?
opened South Africa.
Okay.
See Nmap here.
Yes, I have Nmap.
Fine. So you can just go ahead, see the download page for those who do not have. They download for Windows. It is free, it is easy, and it is light. So it is what you can download within a very short period. Okay, Yemi is trying to get them out.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I'm with you.
When I have that total results, I have 42,460 on the showdown. But when I scroll down, I could not even. China was the first on the list, United States, Germany. When I click on more, it took me to somewhere else. So I wonder what happens.
Just pick one. You don't need all of that. Just pick any IP address, anyone.
I can't even see IP addresses. Okay, I can click any country, Abby.
Just pick back. You can click any country. That is, if you're on the left, you can click any country.
Yes. Error. Log in to use search filters.
That means you need to sign up.
Exactly.
Okay. If is asking how do you identify open port, Nmap will show you if the port is open or not. From my analysis, if you can see my screen, you can see that.
I have that Nmap. Can you tell me the IP address that you use so that I can quickly type it in?
Okay. It's okay. Let me drop it on the chat box for you to pick.
So that I can copy and use on my ZenMap.
Yes, it's there. I've dropped it there for you. For Ifeoluwa, if you look at if you look at my screen where you have Nmap scan reports for this IP address, you can see host down. I'm saying that if the host were up, it would have told you that the port is open or closed. The host being down means that the system is off. So if the system is shut down, you can't see any ports, whether the port is open or not. So first of all, the port is supposed to be open before you can now know the states of the port. Whether it is filtered, it is blocked, it is unfiltered, or it is open.
NSC loaded 157 script for scanning, NSC initiating completed, initiating, completed.
Now,
Pink scan.
if you look at the towards the last line where you have notes, it says host seems down. If it is really up but blocking our ping probes, try PN. That is a flag dash PN. But in our
Okay,
case,
host
the
is
host is
down.
down.
Yes,
Yes, the host is
P is
down.
really up for blocking our pin probe. Try PN. So what's the interpretation of that?
It means that they have shut down the computer
Okay.
that has that IP address and the port number. So an attacker can, of course, any system that is shut down, there is nothing you can do about it remotely. So that is the conclusion.
Okay.
Yes.
And you can even check any IP address.
Yeah, sure, you can.
Even apart from the one you check, we check on port number 23 on Shodan. We can check any IP address that we know.
Yes, you can check it. If you are working for a company, you will have the inventory of their company, so you will know the available IP addresses. I mean the devices, and you can check the port numbers.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Yemi. You've dropped the link for download. So can we move on to the next lab? I need one person to say yes, so that we can move on.
No, sir. I still didn't get how to use it. I just downloaded the Nmap.
Okay, have you installed?
It's installing now.
So we'll wait for you. No, we'll come back to Nmap because we have other experiments that will require Nmap. Let it be installing.
Okay, I remind you, sir.
Okay. So let's look at the next lab, lab 3. Lab 3 is to detect web cameras exposed on public IPs. Today we have web cameras, webcams installed in offices, in homes, on streets and places like that. Now, the interesting thing about web camera is that some of them are now IP cameras where you can install the camera to monitor your house while you are far away. You can still see your house from wherever you are. You just on your phone and then you get to monitor your house. You can monitor your children. I remember a guy who came from Canada a few months ago to train us, and then he was training. He was watching his son. He said the son can cause trouble at home. So what he did was to monitor the son with camera from his phone. So if the camera is internet-facing camera, we can actually exploit. I can control the camera from where I am. So I can turn the camera that is capturing your environment to capture something else. So an attacker can take advantage of your cameras if it is an IP camera, because it's actually easy to control cameras remotely and make them. You can actually turn off the camera. So a friend came to report of he planted cameras to monitor a cocoa farm, and then what they did was they actually hacked the camera, took away cocoa from the farm, and he brought the hard drive for me to come and analyze. I just laughed. So these are some funny stuff because the cameras that we installed are actually not secure at all. Most of the cameras, if it's an IP camera, it's nothing. So for us to find out, the objective is to find out internet-facing web cameras or web interfaces common for surveillance, and the steps are here. So your shutdown is still on. So what you do is just copy this and paste. Let me drop it for you with the quote you see on shutdown. I've dropped on the chat box. Just pick it up. Then we'll go to the browser again. Shutdown is here. Just remove this port 23 and then replace with this camera. Let's see. Okay.
So on the shutdown.
Yes, still on the shutdown. Mine is ready now.
Webcam XP. Press enter.
So mine shows me a camera called Webcam XP5 in the United States of America. And then it shows the camera. This is what the camera is monitoring, maybe a farm or a zoo. So an attacker can actually make this camera not to monitor any zoo. The camera will monitor something else, so an attacker can take advantage. And you know, the thing is, the IP address of the camera is here, really. So an attacker can copy this IP address and go to Nmap like we did before. That Nmap is very useful. So attacker can put the IP address here to check if the port number on this camera is porous for also breaking. So let's scan with Nmap. So if fellow, I think is it a fair? Who was having that issue?
That's 184.57.102.
Yes. So man is trying to discover the port available. Oh, I've seen an exciting port 80. It means this camera is not even encrypted. So what the camera is sending to the owner is unencrypted. So you can actually cause man in the middle attack. You can intercept. With Nmap, I can see what the camera is saying and take advantage of it. That is an attacker. But here we are working as threat intelligence officers. So your duty is to report that that camera installed at that place is not safe. So you have a number of ports here: 80, 43, 443, 21, 70, 70, and the rest of them. You can see them. You can see them. Let's see the report now. Scanning 9 services. So these are of course, the camera may have a different port depending on the type of camera that it is. 9 ports, computer service scan at this time. It allows 9 services on one host. Initializing trace routes at this time. What else can we see? Computer parallel DNS resolution for 4 hosts. Okay, still scanning. It has not finished. Let's see. So is your own scanning?
Initiating service is still scanning.
Okay, still scanning. So a number of services are connected to the camera.
This one says is Central Africa. Okay.
Yeah, my own is ready now. Oh wow, I have a lot of things here to report as an analyst. Has your own finished?
What is he sending on this? I can't see what he's sending to the person. No, I can't see the message. It's like you said you saw the message. Something is sending.
No, I didn't say so.
The camera is.
I didn't say so. I said an attacker can see, can intercept, depending on the tool that the attacker is using.
Okay.
You are not supposed to see because you are not attacking. You are gathering intelligence on the camera. So mine has finished. You can see here, I have port here, I have state, I have service, and I have version. So I have port 21, which is port for FTP, that's file transfer protocol, meaning that this camera is actually an IP camera that the owner is able to monitor the location from wherever he or she might be. And the thing is, you see this service called FTPD0941. It's a vulnerable service. So with Metasploit, an attacker can break into this camera and control this camera. You can shut down this camera or do anything remotely on this camera. You can see port 82, which is HTTP. It also confirms that the camera is a web camera that is sending stuff on the internet insecurely. So an attacker can take advantage of that. And many more things that an analyst you can take note of to report on this particular camera. You see port 523, which is port for HTTP again, for web camera SP. You can see port 5800, and many of them, they are all here for you to make your reports. Make your report. Now check out something. The Nmap is done. The report. One IP address, one host up. Wow. It means that this is easy for the attacker to take advantage. It means this camera is actually running as we are speaking. So an attacker can take advantage of the information gathered here. Remember, this is public facing information. The owner of this camera doesn't even know that an attacker is gathering information about it, about the camera. So the information gathered can be used in a malicious way. Of course, if such a person is caught, it becomes a criminal case because it is illegal for you to try to break into a system that you do not own or you don't have permission to access. Something more for us to see: aggressive OS guesses. These are the possible operating systems that the camera might be running. You can see Windows Server 2008. You can see Windows 7 SP1 and many of them. You can see Microsoft Windows 7 Professional or Windows 8, Microsoft Windows Server. You can see the percentages for each of the operating systems that the camera might be using. So I'm sure you are learning something. Please drop a message on me on the chat box if we can continue. Or if you want me to repeat it.
You can repeat, sir.
Okay, I should repeat. Where should I take it from?
The explanation of the results.
Okay. All right. So I repeat. So the result
of the ZEMA.
Yes, the result is as shown here.
The site is currently running and we don't have any permission to do anything. So just for training's sake.
Yes, you are not supposed to do anything because you are not an ethical hacker. Yours is to gather information.
And we could see some open ports.
Fine.
The FTP port and the HTTP ports.
Beautiful.
Of the camera.
Beautiful.
So
remember,
in case you want to write reports on this.
Yeah, I'm explaining now. You've mentioned some of them, that some certain ports are open. That is what you can put in your report. And if they're opened, it means that attacker can take advantage of the cameras. Remember that a port is a door to a service or to a system.
Yes.
So if your door is opened, it means armed robbers or thieves can actually break into your house. So it's part of the things we're going to report. You report the number of ports you've seen that are opened, what services they are running, and the version of the services. Because some services are outdated. Remember that Microsoft will always tell you to patch your software or to patch your operating system. When there is a new patch, it means that the existing one you're using has been found to be vulnerable and can be exploited. So your duty is to get a new one. So if you look at this report, you also see that some services are out of date. I've given you an instance. You see FTPD 0.9.41 beta is an outdated version of this FileZilla and is running on FTP, meaning that an attacker can take advantage. Another one is this Apache server. It means that even the data that is being captured by the camera and stored in a database can actually be hacked as well. In addition to the hacker controlling what the camera sees or the performance of the camera, one can have access to the recorded videos, footings, the camera footings. The attacker can actually have access to them. And the interface is written in PHP. You can see PHP 7.2.9. You can see it here using OpenSSL on Windows 64, and the Apache version is here. These are all information that can be used by attackers. So as an intelligence officer or as a security operations analyst or center analyst, your duty is to report what you've discovered about the camera or about the device or the service. I hope that is clearer for us. Shemilore?
Yes.
Okay. So let me move on to the next lab. Lab 4.
Wọ́n ti gbé wá. Olówó mo ní wọ́n ti collect ẹ̀ ní àwọn ni mo ní kàn collect.
Okay, can I continue?
Yes.
Okay, so we are looking at lab 4 now. Lab 4 is to discover vulnerable Apache servers. And the steps are the same, so that I don't have to keep repeating the same thing. And the objective is to locate old or outdated Apache servers, which is what I've just discussed now. So when you go to your shutdown, you just type this, what you see here. Now, NG is short for Nigeria, so you can put any country here. If you copy this to the shutdown, it will show you which company is running on this server, this database server that is porous and is outdated. Then you can now copy it to Nmap to do the same thing that we did, and then you can interpret and move on. Then the implication is that Apache 2.215 is vulnerable to several exploits, including CVE. CVE is Common Vulnerability and Exploit. 2017-3167. This is what we can easily exploit with Metasploit. So you have to suggest that you have to do patch management, okay, which is what I talked about. Then lab 5. Lab 5 is the same thing, but this time around we are finding SCADA systems and industrial control systems. So you can actually detect industrial control systems that shouldn't be internet facing. Yes, somebody's asking whether we can experiment with OT network. That is what I'm saying. That is what Lab 5 is doing. Who is the person? That is what Lab 5 is actually saying. SCADA and ICS systems are systems that are used in OT environments. OT means operational technology. Yes, so what to do is most of them they run on the known ports here. For instance, I've written port 502, which is the port for Modbus, TCP. We also have for different kinds of ports or different kind of services. So we have Modbus port 502. So what you do is copy this to Shodan and then pick any IP, and then you can use Nmap to check out what that means for you and what can be done. The implications I've written here. 1, Modbus lacks authentication or encryption, so it can be exploited. And of course, if your system is running on port 2000, it means you are dealing with something like your what do you call this, ICCP, that's Internet Control Centers protocol, or your GMP3. Okay, then exposing SCADA systems could lead to industrial sabotage. So you don't have to expose your OT systems. So they do the same things. We are still on Shodan. We'll soon go to some other thing. On Shodan, for MongoDB, which is an exciting database, which runs on port 27017. You copy this. Let's try this last one. Let's copy this database version to Shodan and see if we can discover anything. Are you trying, please? Let me put it on the chat box.
Yeah, it's better.
So you can try that at MongoDB on port 27017.
Okay, we'll search for MongoDB.
Just copy what I pasted.
On Shodan.
Yes. So you can see I have several services. I have the one from Aliyun Computing and Co. That's in China, Shenzhen.
My own is saying error. Unwanted me. Please log in to use search filters.
I've told you to sign up. If you have done so, you shouldn't have a problem. So you can see this one is in India. This one is in France, China. That's in Belgium, France, and the rest of them. So this one is in Finland. So you can pick any one and then do the analysis with Nmap and then interpret. So you can see how Nmap is useful for us. So let's look at Lab 6 now. This time around, we'll move away from Shodan. We'll do something more technical. So I'll give you 2 minutes to get to where I am.
Exploring Windows Event Viewer.
Yes, Lab 6. Can I continue?
You said you want us to get to where you are. Please, where are you?
No, if you're doing anything, I want you to finish up and get to. I want that is to finish with Lab 5 so we can go to Lab 6.
It is saying no results found.
For MongoDB?
Yes.
That is strange because I have several results here.
Oh, okay. I've done it.
Is it working now?
Yes.
Okay, Ife is asking, can we check for any specific country different from the one? Of course, you can check by country if you want. You can check for different countries. So can we do Lab 6 now? Can I move on with Lab 6? This class is supposed to be for 4 hours. I think we've done 3 hours already, so we have 1 more hour. Can I move on with Lab 6? I need someone to give me a thumb up.
Well, we can move. As long as we can ask questions from you time to time.
Sure, you can ask. Okay, so for lab 6 and the rest of the labs, a few of the labs you have, we are working from a Windows computer now, your host now. And for lab 6, we're exploring Windows Event Viewer, and the objective is to understand the structure and sources of Windows events. That's what we call Windows events. Everything you do on your computer is logged, is noted. So when a security analyst gets your laptop and then want to find out something about you, the person will go to your event viewer. For instance, now, if I get your laptop and maybe you are accused of deleting a file from somebody's computer and you deny not to have deleted the file, if I collect the computer from the person, I can prove it to you when you deleted the file. No matter what
Is it remote deletion or
whatever,
when you are connected on the same network?
It doesn't matter. I don't need to have access to the computer. That's all. Whether it is physical or remotely.
Okay.
Yes. So if I get your system, I can actually show you the files you deleted or the files you created or what you typed or deleted. I can also show you the network you connected to. So if you claim not to have connected to a particular hotspot, in fact, from your event viewer, I can see all the wireless networks you've ever connected to with that computer since it entered your hand. So that's one of the things you see in event viewers. So what you're going to do for me is we are going to open event viewer. Have you seen this command? Let me paste it for you.
Eventviewer.msc.
Okay.
Please paste.
If it's asking, thank you for getting us the IP. How do you come about them? No, the IP address are not my making. They belong to the devices. We only need to use them to do what we want to do. Please, I pasted something. What you do is go to your run on your Windows. Can you see my run? Can you see my run? I'm not getting any reply, please.
Yes, sir, we can see it.
Okay, just paste this event viewer.msc and then okay. It will open this stuff for you.
Overview and summary.
Fine. Mine is still popping up. It's still populating.
The system is a big one. Those of us that are using a small one.
No, that's not how it is defined. It's by the volume of what you use the system to do. Okay, mine is ready now.
Event viewer, local, custom viewers.
Is your own ready? If your own is ready, please say yes. We want to gather some intelligence from the Windows. Okay, if you are ready now, look at this slide again.
We're not ready yet, though.
Okay, so wait for you.
Of course. Navigate to Windows log, security authentication attempts.
Windows. We are ready. Yes.
Is it ready?
Yes.
Windows
now,
logs.
from that your screen that is ready, you will see Windows. So, you will see security, you see system, you see application and services, and the rest of them. So, for you to get authentication attempts, that is the login attempt, how many times somebody has tried to log into your computer, whether they were successful or they failed, they don't know your password. So, if I give you my computer and you try to log in, you are guessing the password. Each time you try to log in, my system is taking note of it. So, we can see that under security. For system level operations, we can see that under system. And then for PowerShell execution logs and the rest of them, you can see that under applications and services. So let's go there. This is
Yes,
what I
sir.
meant.
My own is thinking.
Can you please come? Can you please come again? I'm on the windows of event viewer, and I can see by the left side the menu list, events, custom, Windows logs. So which one do we activate?
I
Windows
didn't.
logs.
No, don't activate anything yet. I'm just explaining what
Which one do we click? Okay.
under Windows logs. Under Windows, like if you click on this small arrow on Windows log,
Arrow.
you will see
Yes.
application, security, setup, system, forwarded
Yes.
events.
Yes.
So if you want to get details about application installed on this computer, for instance, I talked about MS Word. So if you have deleted an MS Word document from this system, I can go to application to find it.
Okay.
If you have installed something on my computer and later on installed, I can see trace it. For login details, security details, I go to security. For setup and then for system. So that's what I showed you on the slide here. That's basically what we are supposed to do in this lab. Just understand the structure and sources. That's all. You're not doing anything.
Okay.
Yes. So that will take us to lab 6. Sorry, lab 7. Yeah, we have some stuff to do here.
Sorry, sir.
Yes, please.
Under security, it's saying event viewer can open the event log.
I didn't ask you to open anything. I will just explain the structure.
Okay.
And that's all. So we're going to open soon. So in lab 7, we are going to investigate unusual logon activity. And the objective is to identify unauthorized or suspicious logon attempts, which I said earlier. And the case can be brute force. That is where you are guessing. You're guessing passwords. You are not sure of my password. You are trying to log in with different things. So each time you're trying that or you're doing credential stuffing, the system is taking note of that. The steps are listed here. Step 1, open event viewer, which is what we did already with this command, eventviewer.msc. So step 2, you navigate to Windows logs and then you go to security. Are we there?
Yes.
So when you are on security, right click on security. Let's go. Have you seen
So
security?
we go back to our event viewer.
Yes, right click here. Have you seen my one?
Okay, we right click on security.
Yes.
Not clicking on it.
Just right click.
Okay.
If are you there?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes. Open saved log, create custom view.
Click
insert
on
custom
filter
view.
current log.
Okay, sir.
Filter current log. Yes.
Fine. So let me go back to the slide. We have done steps 1, 2, 3. The next thing is to you see this event ID. You are going to type this number 4625. Can you remember?
Event ID.
4625. Have you seen this place? All event IDs.
Okay, event ID.
Have you seen all event IDs?
Okay, all event ID. Yes, I saw it.
Just type the number
4625.
4625.
4625.
Okay.
4625. I say okay.
It will show something like this.
I've not seen anything.
Is this place blank for you?
Yes, it's still loading.
Okay, so I'll wait for you. Please let me know when it is ready for you.
Okay, sir.
Security. Filter current log. It's like it's still loading here too.
I'll wait for
Nothing
you.
has come up. Because to
Kikelamo, what's your question?
Good afternoon, sir. Sorry, sir. Where are we supposed to? Is it the event ID under the general and details, or because mine is not doing?
Did you right click as I did?
Yes, sir.
Did you click on filter current
Yes,
log?
sir.
Did you click on filter current
There's
log?
no there's no filter. Okay, okay, yes, yes, sir. Okay, now.
Yeah, you will see all event ID. Type the number there 4625.
Okay. Oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah,
It's
so
still loading.
okay, so wait for you. I have dropped something on the WhatsApp group for you.
Okay.
Can I move on now?
this one has not brought any result.
I mean, you mean this space is blank, right?
It just display Windows lock and nothing much.
Okay. What I mean is this place is blank. There's nothing here.
Who is this?
Filter current log. Yeah, what's the problem? You are posting the same thing repeatedly.
So it doesn't bring the
Right
window.
click. Filter
Yes.
current log.
Yes.
Then put the number 4625. Okay,
Yes.
it will show you this. Now, if your own is blank, it means that there is no failed login attempt.
Okay. It doesn't bring anything.
Simon got
Even this window that is blocked for you.
That is what I
doesn't
mean.
bring
It means that nobody has attempted to log in and failed.
okay.
So for me, I have 2 attempts that have failed. So when I click on the first one, it shows me the computer ID, security ID, and the name of the computer. So if it were a network computer, maybe somebody is trying to connect to me remotely, it will show the name of the computer, the work group, the login ID, the login type. Are you following? Now, if you
Yes,
look
sir.
at failure information, it says failure reason, unknown username or bad password. It means that the person that tried to log into my system either did not know my username or my password. Are you following now?
And it is okay.
So that is it. For you, it means that nobody's attempted to open your system. So if you are a person that you leave your computer to do something and somebody can come into your office, you can come here to check whether somebody has tried to log in or not.
Okay.
And the same thing applies if the person is trying to log in from the internet. Maybe your computer is a network computer. So it will show the details of the person. For instance, if you look at network information here, it will show the network station name, the workstation name. It also show the IP address of the person trying to log in. My own is number 127.0.0.1, which is a local host IP, meaning that it is within the same computer that the person tried to log in. And there is no port because it is not a network attempt. So if the person is trying to log in from within a network, then it will show the network details. So you can get intelligence to say that they have tried to attack the system. So for me, the only attacks have been with the system physically, not remotely. Does that make sense to us? Okay, Yemi, I've seen your hand. What's the question?
Sir?
Okay. All right. So does that make sense? We'll move on with the next lab. Lab 8. Lab 8 is to detect privilege escalation. And the objective is to spot possible privilege escalation on a system. The principle of privilege escalation is for one to take an undue privilege of a system. For instance, now, if you're a cashier in the bank, your duty is to withdraw money or to deposit money and not to create an account for a customer. So if you are not creating an account for a customer when you were not given the right, it means you've escalated your privilege. So that is where privilege escalation is. So an attacker can escalate a privilege. So if I connect to your computer, I can take advantage of whatever you're supposed to do and do it as an administrator. And the steps are also here. So when you get to security logs in the right click, the event number you are going to use is 467. Can you try that? 467 for object permission change or 4672 for special privileges assigned. Okay, please, someone should try it. Let's see. 4670 or 4672. Try any of them. Let's see if you can see any of these commands.
Oh, filter current log refuse to active. It's not active again.
Did you close the one before?
I did not though. It's still the same one.
It shouldn't be.
The last one we did not even come up.
So what you do is
or
close.
Maybe I close and
yes, close and repeat.
And run again.
Yes, do so please. Okay, so my own is ready. You can see my own report now.
So you did not get what you said basically.
You didn't get what I said you should do. I said you should do this lab 8. Do it yourself and give me your report.
4672.
Or 46770. Is it done?
No, sir. I can't find security log.
Security log that you just finished doing? Under Windows logs.
Okay.
So the 4670 on my own side is blank. But when I tried the 4672, it brought out some audit success something. But for the 4670,
it's okay.
it is blank. It
The one
didn't
that
bring
shows
up
you
anything.
something, the one that shows you all the success, click on any of the other successes.
Okay.
Tabi, can you go back to the lab? I want to see the next step. Okay.
Can I move on?
Calling myself.
It's like this, my own filter current log doesn't work.
That means you don't have any coke with me again.
I can't see anything after the filter current log and I put the number in the window, inside that window.
What number did you put? What number did you put?
Even both the current number this lab doesn't bring up anything for me.
It means that you don't have any issue. That's it. It means your system is safe.
It just kept quiet.
Yeah, it means your system is safe. There is no privilege escalation.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you have all these sources, you can see here under privileges, what you are looking for. You need SETCB privilege or SE debug privilege. So if you see any of these, it means that the person that logged into the system has tried to do something using an escalated privilege. So if yours is blank, you don't see anything, it means there is no such attempt.
Remember, it doesn't even bring anything up.
Remember that you are gathering intelligence and systems will not all be the same. So if you are doing this on 10 systems, you don't expect to see the same thing.
Maybe I will bring my system to see you later.
Okay. Okay, you must see it, right? You must see this problem. I will help you to put it inside. Okay, so Jamila, is that fine?
Mount is blank.
What's the problem?
It's blank, like it's not showing anything.
Okay, it means it's also okay. I'm only getting replies from 2 persons. The rest of us, what's happening to us? So if
my own brought out the audit process.
If you see this any of these commands, it means that there is a possible admin privilege abuse. So lab 9, the same thing, but differently. In lab 9, you are detecting PowerShell abuse, and the objective is to identify abuse of PowerShell for malicious purposes. So when you go to Event Viewer, you go to Applications and Service this time, you go to Microsoft, Windows, PowerShell, Operational. So let's see how that works. This Application and Services, you scroll down the small arrow. From there, you go to Windows PowerShell. Is that the command? No, Microsoft, then Windows. So you see Microsoft, you see Windows. You now go to, let's see the next one, PowerShell, and then Operational. Let's go down to PowerShell.
Are we still using the same window, Event Viewer?
Yes, we are doing the same. It's the same Event Viewer, but we are doing lab 9. Can you see the steps?
I can.
When you get to Applications and Services logs, scroll down, click on the small arrow to take you to Microsoft, then to Windows, then to PowerShell, then to Operational. Should I leave you to do that?
Application and Services, Microsoft, Windows, PowerShell, Operational.
Are you trying that out? You can see that the steps are actually explanatory from the slides. So it is what you can sit down your own to go through. And the applications are also written with conclusion.
Application Event. I can't see Application and Services.
No, it is not under Windows log. Look at my screen. Let me take this one. This is what you should have. So this is the one you are going to, Applications and Services logs.
Okay.
So you click on this small arrow.
Okay.
And then Microsoft. And then Windows. And then you move down to PowerShell.
Okay. Okay, Application and Services, Microsoft, Windows,
PowerShell, Operational.
What you have under Windows is so long.
Yes, you have to scroll down to P where you have PowerShell.
So PowerShell, I have admin, analytic, debug, operational.
Yes, you click on Operational.
Not right click this time around.
Yeah, just click. Okay, right click on it. Right click on Operational.
You have right click. I have right click. What's the next thing?
Have you seen enable or disable log?
Disable log.
Okay, it means your own is enabled, so don't have to worry. So the next thing to do is click on filter event ID and type the number 4104.
Vita event ID. Still under operational.
Yes, when you right click.
Yes, I click, but I can't see filter current log is there.
That's it. That's it. Just type 4104.
It is not active.
It should be active.
It's not active here. It's
What's wrong?
gray and not black.
It means there is one that is not closed. Is there any event, any filter current log that is open on your computer?
Well, maybe I should close this window and
Okay, close and repeat. Is anybody trying out? Shemilore, for Larry, I'm not hearing from you.
Sir,
I'm there. I'm waiting for the code.
Okay, you're waiting for what?
The code. I'm in the filter current long.
Okay, you didn't see the code.
Yes, I didn't
4104.
see it. 10.
Click
sorry,
along.
sir. Okay, it's enabled. It's enabled.
I'm in.
Okay, has it shown anything?
Look for keywords. Yeah. Enable command.
Have you seen encoded command EIEX base64 download string?
Yeah. Download string. Page 64.
so operational
Current log. Shemilore, anything? Have you seen verbose, warning, and the rest of them?
No, sir.
filter current log is still not active.
What's wrong? Okay, maybe you see me with the computer to see what's wrong with the Windows.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
there's no verbal on my own. It didn't bring out. It just brought out warning for everything.
Okay, you've seen warning, right? Click on
Yes, sir.
click on any of the warnings and then look at the general tab.
I don't know why it's so very
Are you there?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll wait for you.
We have to click on any of the warning and do what, sir?
And then this box will come down. The one down here.
So my own too is warning also.
Where you have general.
Yes, sir.
So under this general, check this box. This one I'm scrolling. Whether you will see any of the commands. These commands, encoded command, IEX, base64, and download string. Check it out. Is it done?
It's not.
Sir, back to your event. Want to check
Why do you want to see my own?
Okay. It worked out, sir.
Is it okay?
Yeah. Okay.
So mine, I've not seen any of those commands.
I've not seen any command.
So what it means is that there is no PowerShell abuse. Are you with me? If you can't see these commands, it means that there is no PowerShell abuse. We cannot detect any PowerShell abuse. Is that okay?
No, sir. I didn't really hear you.
What I'm saying is that if you cannot find any of these commands, it means that there is no abuse of PowerShell.
Okay.
So it is safe.
Okay.
So lab 10, can you try? The same thing, but this time around you're using 106 or 140. What's wrong with my network? Hello, can you all hear me? Since I've lost connection. Network, let me reconnect. Can you hear me now, please?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, sorry, I lost a connection. So, any issue?
Well, I am stopped.
Where, please?
Since all those commands cannot give in anything, so I have.
Okay, no problem. You will see the one that work for
So
you. You don't have to lose heart. Like I was saying,
it's not making me active again.
okay, don't worry, just keep trying. The thing is, you will not have the same experience on all the computers that will come your way. So we are not going
Okay.
to have the same results. So labs 9 and 10 are similar except in the events ID. So yes, lab 11, this one should show for you. Can you see my screen? Can you all see my screen?
Yes, sir, we can see.
Okay.
Yes, lab.
Lab 11 is to detect unusual network connections. So when you see certain things happen in your system, either data is being stolen from your system or otherwise. So can we run this together? Do you know how to get your command prompt?
Yes.
Okay, please bring out your command prompt.
Yes, we are there. Same D.
Yeah, bring up your command prompt. Just load it. Let it display.
There, sir.
Yeah, there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me bring my own command prompt close. So we are going to type this command. Net start space NANO. Net start space dash ANO.
We run it.
Yes, run it. Let it go.
That's a lot.
So we are going to see whether somebody has put his hand in our system and is stealing something. As a system analyst or as a cybersecurity analyst or what do you call SOC analyst, you're supposed to have inventory of all the computers on the network. So of course, devices are recognized by IP addresses. So if there's any strange IP address on your network, you can actually suspect that this guy is a stranger. Okay. So
Yes.
if you look at this chain now, you see on this table, you see on column 1, you have protocol, you have local address, you have foreign address, and then you have the state, and then the PID, that's the process ID. The local address is the address of the sender, and then the foreign address is the address of the receiver or the destination, okay, or external. When you see 0.0.0.0, then column some number, that means that the local address can be any IP address. And then the dot, whatever number you see is an IP address, sorry, is the port number. And it shows you the state, whether it is listening or it is established or refused. And then you can see the process ID shown there for you. So for me, I'll just scroll down to where I have reasonable number. I have 10.392.12.139. This is the IP address of the device I'm using right now, and it's running on several ports depending on the service. There is a service running on port 139 right now. So, for instance, this one is connected to, I don't know this service, the service that has this IP address, but I can find out whether this guy is a thief or not, whether this guy is a rogue or not, a rogue device or otherwise. So it can show me that it is established. That is established connection. So I will scroll down to the MAC address. The same CMD. Are you still there? Are you still on the CMD?
Yes, sir.
So we are going to type this other command. This one. This tax list space. Let me just copy it and paste for you.
Okay. Sir, I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
So you said that what is the difference in listening and established?
Listening.
I didn't know. And established the state of those.
Listening means that the device is listening for a connection.
Okay.
Established means that there is a connection already.
Okay.
That is that the connection has been established.
Okay.
Yes. So I've pasted what you're going to type for you.
We start from task list, Abi.
Just copy it and paste, and then we're going to edit it.
Or is that okay?
Don't send the one you paste though.
Sir?
I said don't send, just paste and hold on. I will show you what to edit.
Maybe is that tax list right?
I pasted what you're going to use now from task list to end of code.
Okay.
Have you pasted?
Yes.
You pasted. Okay.
Yes.
Now let's go back to the initial command that we ran, the one that shows established, where we have established. I told you that when you have local address, that is the address of the machine, right?
Yes, sir.
And the foreign address is the address of the service they're running. Maybe you are running Microsoft Word Online. Maybe you are running Mozilla Firefox, or you are on Yahoo Mail. We don't know. So what you're going to do is, do you know any IP address here? No. Right? So what to do is look at the last column, which is PID, that's the process ID. Pick any number. Maybe I want to know who owns this IP address and this port number. Who owns it? I don't know. But my system is connected to it. So what I do is I'll take out of the process ID, which is 18 for me. Have you seen it? So I want to check who is 18. So I now come to this command that I pasted. I will delete the quality sign and PID and put the number there, EQ18. I'll put the PID number there. Have you done so? Is that clear for us?
Since I could not get that last step, so I can use that 18 to test.
Yes, you can use 18 to test.
Okay, I will remove that 18 should be inside the code, Sabi?
No, yeah, these are the code, but remove the greater than less than sign and the PID. Just type EQ equals EQ space 18 within the code. Is it done? Then send. So it says no tasks are running which match the specified criteria. So I'll look for another number. I have 75. I have 48. So let me try that.
David, can you come again? That last thing you just said.
No, I said for my result, my information is that no tasks are running which match the specified criteria.
Okay.
Same thing here.
So I'm using 45 now. I think there's something wrong with that. Let me troubleshoot that because I have service running on those numbers. Okay, let me leave this on. Let's see what it's going to toggle. The same thing. Something must be wrong.
So my own brought out image name, PID, section name, section, and memory usage.
That's what it should
Same
see.
thing here too, sir.
It has shown something, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Mine is not showing, so maybe there's something wrong with my one. Let me just try the third one. What did I do now? Let me return my CMD. That's giving me issue. So, how many of us have gotten the result?
Next starting.
I'm going to repeat mine. Let me start from here. Madam Nasiru, are you with us?
Very much.
Okay, so I'm going to repeat the process. Mine didn't give me anything, so I don't know what's wrong. So I have to repeat this.
I want to do next stats. I know now.
Okay, no, you've done that one already.
I could not do it.
Okay, please go ahead. That's lab 11. Please go ahead. For those that have
Next
gotten their
stats,
100,
that's ANO.
yes.
And not in CMD.
No, just stop at the one you see that ends in blue color. That's where you stop. The CMD is where you're going to type it. I thought I saw 18 somewhere. 18 years here now. I've seen, let me see again. There's 1923. Let's go. 1923.
It told me next stats is not recognized as an internal or external command.
It means maybe you didn't type it correctly, because others have gotten it. I don't know why my own has failed this time around. Okay, so can we move on, please? So the idea is that for application, potential data leak or data backdoor connection can be established. So this command helps you to check if anything is eating your data, or there is something that is a service that is connected to your computer that you don't even know, that is not on your inventory. So you can block such outbound accesses. That's the goal of that lab. So we can move on because of time. I think that was lab.
It's correct now.
Okay, so lab 12. Now, lab 12, we are going to run this one on the RecEdit registry. So it means you bring out your run. You know how to get your run, right?
Yeah.
You know how to get one, right?
Yes.
You type RecEdit.